Seconded by Casper. All in favor? Aye. All those opposed. At this time, we're going to move into our approval of the minutes, November 24th, 2009, executive meeting. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Offered by Stiliano. Seconded by Mann. Roll call vote, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Thank you. Can I have a motion for the November 24th, 2009 public meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second.
Offered by Stiliano, seconded by Zemachanski. Roll call vote.
Councilmembers Casper.
Yes.
Mann.
Yes.
Yes.
Stiliano.
Yes.
Zemachanski.
Yes.
Thank you. Can I have a motion on the December 24th, 2009 closed session minutes? Excuse me, November 24th, 2009 closed session.
So moved.
Offered by Nana.
Second.
Seconded by Zemachanski. Roll call vote.
Councilmembers Casper.
Yes.
Mann.
Yes.
Yes.
Stiliano.
Yes.
Zemachanski.
Yes.
A motion on December 1, 2009 executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Offered by Zemachanski, seconded by Stiliano. Roll call.
Councilmembers Casper.
Yes.
Mann.
Same.
Yes.
Stiliano.
Yes.
Zemachanski.
Yes.
Motion on December 1st, 2009 closed session.
So moved.
Second.
Offered by Zemachanski, seconded by Stiliano. Roll call.
Councilmembers Casper.
Yes.
Mann.
Same.
Yes.
Stiliano.
Yes.
Zemachanski.
Yes.
Thank you. At this time, we'll entertain committee reports. The administrator is still recovering, and our thoughts and prayers are with him as he recovers from surgery. We'll be back on Monday the 20th. Council committee reports. Stiliano, let's go with you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Board of Education report, they're having a combined work session and public meeting on Thursday, December 17th, which is this Thursday. This will be the final meeting for Board of Ed member Matt Carrick, who's in the audience today. Their loss is our gain. He'll be joining us in January. So congratulations to Matt for a successful run as Board of Education member. Ambulance report, I attended along with Councilwoman Zemachanski an ambulance corps meeting last month where the board voted to purchase a new ambulance. The total cost of the new rig will be paid from contributions and donations received and will not cost the taxpayers a penny. So kudos to the ambulance corps for being able to purchase such an expensive unit without coming to us for funding. Dumont Cares Committee, this is something a little bit different. As some of you may know, Councilwoman Zemachanski, Councilman McKelney, Dawn Totten, Janet Galligan, and myself, we co-founded and oversee the Dumont Cares Fund. The original purpose of the fund was to donate net proceeds from our 5K raise, from the annual 5K raise to Dumont families in need. This year, we raised a little less than $10,000 net proceeds from the raise. That's after all expenses, and those proceeds were donated to 4 families. Unfortunately, Dumont, I guess more than most communities this year, has really seen some sadness with untimely deaths of some young people and individuals fighting some pretty serious illnesses. And it was just our way of trying to help them help them out with some financial issues. I bring this up now because earlier this week I received a phone call from Nancy Hutchinson, who's a teacher at Grand School, and she's offered to donate, I think, $500 or $600 to the fund. Those proceeds will be distributed to some families before the holidays. And I want to thank Mrs. Hutchinson for such a generous donation. From what I understand, the proceeds were raised from a Denim for Dollars program where they allow people to wear jeans in school or at the offices, and in exchange you make a donation. So thank you again to Mrs. Hutchinson. And that's my report.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Senior Citizen Holiday Party was December 2nd at Citizens, which was a lot of fun. There were about 130 guests in attendance. The New Year's Eve party, which obviously is on New Year's Eve, will have between 80 and 100 guests. And right after the New Year's is when all the parties coming up: Super Bowl, Valentine's Day, Mardi Gras, meet and greet, and St. Patrick's Day. And I'll report on each of those as the months come up. Recreation sign-ups for rec sports are now on every Monday. Mondays from 6 until 8 instead of doing it any other night. Sign-ups for senior baseball and Little League are going on now, and girls softball and men's over 35 softball in January. After the first of the year, plans will be starting for the Memorial Day Parade, and anyone who wants to volunteer, just let me know or Dawn Totten know. Thank you to the Scouts who made decorations and decorated the fruit gingerbread men, which was our theme of the Winter Festival this year. And the pack that colored the gingerbread men dropped them off, and the people who made gingerbread houses. The work on the Babe Ruth field is coming along very well. I'm sure everyone's seen the field by now, it's looking fabulous. And the two huts, which are going through major renovating, are also coming along very well. The Winter Festival, which was last week, I want to thank everyone for coming. This was our third year doing it up at the park, and I thought it was fabulous. I want to thank the fire department, police, PBA for making hot chocolate, the ambulance corps, Bill Bowen, who is one of the hardest working employees, along with the DPW, who are also incredible, and my celebrations committee, which is Dawn Totten and Jeff Galligan, and Brett for coming that night and helping and supporting us. And that's my report.
Thank you, Ellen, and also, let me personally thank you for your involvement in the holidays and Winter Fest / Christmas tree lighting. How many people do you think attended? Did the police give you an accurate, approximation?
I just know that they had, I think, 1,500 glasses of hot chocolate that went immediately. We had 500 goodie bags, which weren't enough. I can't even guess.
It was a tremendous turnout. Really, really a great job to you, and kudos to Dawn and Jack.
Thank you.
All right, let's go with Matt.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This past week, Councilman McCollum and I attended a seminar sponsored by the Bergen County Economic Development Corporation. It was focused around the New Jersey Clean Energy programs and new programs that are available to small businesses and local municipalities. When Mr. Perkins gets back, we'll be discussing with him some of the programs that are now available to municipalities. As of today, the board has been notified that there are 84 homes with notices of intent for foreclosure. Chamber of Commerce, the Powering Bank has had its grand opening on Madison Avenue. Gigi's Closet is also in business in town, specializes in women's clothes and accessories. It's located on Madison Avenue. Real Boutique has moved its location from Madison to Washington Avenue. As for the Mayor's Advisory Committee, the reissued, we advised that in 2010, the budget money be set for the energy audit and setting the baseline for our further investigations of green initiatives that could impact the well-being and the financial costs of the borough. As for the police, the dispatch center has received for the month of November a total of 5,836 calls, resulting in 90 requests for medical aid, which we responded to. Members of the patrol division investigated 30 motor vehicle accidents, 21 which were serious, 4 involving injuries, including one bicyclist and 3 leaving the scene. 2 involved property damage, 2 were vehicles by someone proficient at the scene, as well as 2 DWI arrests. The patrol officers issued 285 motor vehicle summonses, effected 4 ATS warrant arrests, 3 bench warrant arrests, recalled 3 bench warrants, issued 3 borough ordinance summonses, and referred 6 ordinance violations to the code enforcer for further investigation, and conducted 13 psychopathic commitments. Patrol officers assisted in the Detective Bureau investigating 12 domestic violence incidences, resulting in 1 temporary restraining order and the crisis response team. The Detective Bureau investigated several criminal cases and resulting in 74 criminal arrests, 2 disorderly persons arrests, and referred 5 cases to the Criminal Case Management and Bergen County Prosecutor's Office. They also investigated the juvenile complaints resulting in one juvenile arrest and each station house adjustments. The detectives conducted 7 background investigations on the residents applying for firearm applications, 4 formal interviews, 1 field interview, and obtained 4 formal statements. Detective Bureau re-registered 1 existing negative law offender, continues to monitor and document the activities of all negative law offenders that reside or work within our community as well as persons on parole and probation. The trained child safety seat technician works a Hogan installed 2 child restraining seats for the resident. We received a number of commendations and thank yous for our officers during this period. The department was also in compliance with the Attorney General's office requirements for juvenile lockups. Received a letter of commendation to Stephen Brown for assisting in the medical field for family Mrs. Dolores Attenborough on Marble Road. The family of Captain David C. Pearson was thankful that the portable flashing sign was displaying the welcoming home of their son who has served in Iraq. And that's my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you for your very thorough, very, very appreciative of that, Carl. I know you've been working very hard with the committee and the PDA committee to try to find some type of an agreement. I think there is something on the table, and I'll discuss that in my report. Councilman Casper.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Environmental Commission hasn't met yet because we moved up the public meeting 1 week ago because of the holidays. We're going to meet this Thursday night. I'd like to thank, I don't know if it's appropriate at this time, but I'm going to say it anyway, thank Bob McQuaid and Raphael County for their hard work as councilman. Best wishes to Kenny Freeman and Matt. You got some very big shoes to fill. You got some very hard workers and they're missing. And also thank you, Ellen, for hard work at the festival. That's all I'm saying.
That's a great report. Councilman Calvin.
Thanks for your words, appreciate that. Department of Public Works report for this month. The department swept a total of 632 miles. Catch basin 18, repair 1 and replace 1. Lift pickups went relatively smooth this year. The last week of lift pickups will be the week ending December 7th. Library meeting is this week, December 16th at 6 p.m. The Dumont State Commission meeting is next Monday, December 21st at 7:30 at the library. And the next land use board meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, December 9th at 7:30 in the chamber. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. I have a number of issues. Most of it's just housekeeping, but once again, I would like to reiterate my thanks and gratitude to the Dumont Police Department, the Public Works Department, the Recreation Commission, Ellen, the countless volunteers. What was once a Christmas tree lighting in our parking lot here at Borough Hall has developed into a new old-fashioned tradition. For those of you who didn't attend, Santa was there, Santa came with fire trucks along with Frosty. Yeah, Frosty, there were hay rides, there were train rides, there was hot chocolate, there was a brass band, all the things that make the holiday season what it is.
Sorry, I turned it off, I don't know if you know.
That's okay. We're in the process of scheduling a groundbreaking ceremony with the county executive's office and the chairman of the freeholder board for the intersection of New Milford, Washington, and Virginia Avenues. We do not have a start date, which is one of the reasons why we're kind of holding off on that, and also that we're in the holiday season and hopefully waiting for the ground to thaw a little. The borough will be closed. We'll be closing at 3 p.m. on December 23rd, and the employee is elected to give up Lincoln's birthday in February this year so that they could have Christmas Eve off. We'll also close on the 25th. We will be closing early on December 31st at 3 p.m. and we're closed on New Year's Day, but we'll be open for January. Actually, it's Friday, right? All right. Reorganization is moved from Sunday to Tuesday, January 6th. Fifth, sign die will be at 6:30 p.m. and then promptly at 7 p.m. we will do the reorganization. Two last things. I would like to put on the record my gratitude and appreciation to Assemblyman-elect Bob Schroeder, who sent several 3-foot heroes to the borough today as a sign of good faith and holiday wishes. I thought that was a very classy thing to do. I know the borough employees appreciated it. I spoke to the Assemblyman-elect shortly thereafter. He appreciated the phone call, and I spoke on behalf of the governing body and look forward to meeting with him after he's sworn into the Assembly sometime in January to discuss issues that are germane to the borough of Dumont. And lastly, we have a tentative agreement on the table with the Dumont Police Department, the Dumont PBA. We met last night and were briefed by the committee. I will probably use my authority to call a special meeting within the next several days to finally either to clear up or hash out any of the last minute issues and potentially have an agreement, if not tentative, by December 31st in place. So, but I do have to compliment both the police committee and the Dumont PBA for working diligently to make sure that we avoid arbitration and mediation. In that case, usually it's the attorneys who win. So, Carl, please express to the PBA my appreciation for their cooperation and their good faith efforts.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. All right, can we do a review of the consent agenda items?
All items with an asterisk are considered to be non-controversial by the council and will be approved by one motion. There may be further discussion prior to the vote upon request of a member of the public or a council member. Also, any item may be removed for further discussion or for roll call vote, in which case the item will be removed and considered in its normal sequence as part of the general order of business.
Thank you. We have a number of resolutions up this evening. First is Resolution 09-303, Catherine Romeo and Julian Rainey's approval of compensation as registrar and deputy registrar of the Board of Health. This resolution affords the salaries in which they are entitled to after the appointments to these positions by the Board of Health respectively. 09-304, cancellation of certain checks. Resolution 09-305, endorsement of a 2010 Bergen County Community Development Block Grant application, reconstruction of an entrance for Dixon Homestead Library, which is an ADA compliance issue. Resolution 09-306 is on non-consent and will be dealt with after we deal with the consent agenda. Resolution 09-307 is the annual end of year transfer budget in terms of budget appropriations and amendment. Resolution 09-308, the approval of the Selzer School 8th grade dance committee coin toss, April 17, 2010. Resolution 09-309, authorization of combination of several bond ordinances and sale and issuance of bond anticipation notes. This is a bond consolidation. The lowest bidder was TD Bank North, and I believe we saved about $3,300. Resolution 09-310, endorsement of handicap door project reallocating monies for 2008 community development grant. This is actually being applied to the project as described in Resolution 09-304, the reconstruction 305, the entrance of Dixon Homestead Library. 09-311, approval of raffle application for the Valley Program Foundation for Children with Autism, ID 367-538-3330, RL 310, to be held January 23rd, 2010, at Lincoln Elementary School in Dumont, New Jersey. And lastly, the resolution of 09-312, the award quote for fixed asset inventory as recommended in our audit. May I have a motion on the consent agenda?
So moved.
Offered by Councilman Nana, seconded by Councilwoman Zimchansky. Any discussion from the governing body at this point? Seeing and hearing none, can I have a motion to open up to the public on the consent agenda items?
So moved.
Offered by Councilman Stiliano, seconded by Councilman Nana. All in favor?
Aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you have a question regarding the consent agenda, Resolution 09-303 through 09-312, with the exception of 09-306, I ask that you step forward and state your name and address for the record and speak to. Let me know which you're speaking to.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor,
Hey.
Council. My name is Matt Kruger. I live at 111 Thompson Street.
Okay.
My question, I actually have two questions. One is on the resolution 307. I'm wondering if you could note which line items are being transferred from and to.
Sure. One second. And what's the other question?
The second question was regarding the bond ordinances, and I've been reading in the paper recently about a lot of localities in New Jersey, as well as the state, that's gotten caught up with swaps. And I just wanted to check and ask what type of rates we've been getting on our bond issuances, and if we'd be going for fixed rate as opposed to floating.
Let me go through this first resolution. In general administration, we're transferring, uh, hold on. I'm reading through how she set this up.
If you'd like, you could just email me after.
I could just give you a copy of the resolution, if you want, rather than read through it. Because there are a number of appropriations, line items where, like for instance, I know we went over postage at one point, so we transferred out of salary and wages where we had a bonus. We had problems with the ethics department. They had a $1,000 balance, so we transferred that into elections, which was needed a 12,000 infusion of cash, stuff like that. So you can just have this if you want, rather than me reading to the record.
That's
It's
perfect.
you want a copy, do you?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's easier. So,
Thank you.
all right, second issue.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that actually, I'm almost positive we don't keep voting.
It might be appropriate to vote on certain issues.
I think there are certain regulations through local finance board that do not allow you to do that, which is one of the reasons why we consolidate from time to time. One of the issues too is that, after the financial, kind of crisis that the borough experienced, Moody's came in and looked at fiscal years 2002, 3, and 4, and dropped our rating due to the fact that the borough was 1.6 million in debt and $1.5 million in operating expense. We have now gone through 3 cycles of corrective action.
That wasn't my question.
No, I'm just saying, but, I'm just saying, well, one of the things, if you're curious, that I'll be doing is,
As long as, I'd like to make sure you're going with fixed rate, especially since the rates are so low right now.
I'm almost positive we're with fixed rates. I will have, if I could just get your phone number or contact information.
Absolutely.
I will have, our CFO get in touch with you. But, obviously, if you do any type of bonding, your credit rating, which is what the point I was trying to get at, is important. And that's one of the reasons why I think I'm going to contact Moody's in 2010 and ask for a reevaluation.
That would be appropriate.
Okay. As always, thank you for your interest.
Thank you.
If you could just, Matt, give Mr. Gruder, Sue, your phone number, she'll handle it from there. Any further questions regarding the resolution this evening? Seeing here none, I have a motion to close. Offered by Councilman Nana. Seconded by Councilman Casper. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We have a motion offered by Councilman Nana, seconded by Councilman Zemichowski. Can I have a roll call vote, please?
Councilmembers Casper,
Yes.
Nana,
Yes.
McCollum,
Yes.
Iliana,
Yes.
Zelmachansky.
Yes.
Issue, resolution 09-306, bills list, non-consent. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Offered by Juliana.
Second.
Seconded by Rokelnak. Any discussion at this time? Seeing here none, can I have a motion to open up to the public on resolution 09-306?
So moved.
Offered by Juliana, seconded by Nana, all in favor?
Aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you have a question regarding 09-306, the bills list, please, step forward, give your name and address for the record. Seeing here none, can I have a motion to close?
So moved.
Offered by Juliana, seconded by Rokelnak. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion have two ordinances up on the board, for second reading, ordinance number 1402, amendment chapter 21, section 5, paragraph C of the Borough of the Dumont Code. Parking and locations in section B, which I believe are Dulles, Sunnyside, and Shadyside, which are the only sections in town that have overnight parking, shall be prohibited as follows. On the north side of each of the aforementioned streets, parking is prohibited on Thursdays between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 noon, and on the south side on the aforementioned streets, parking is prohibited on Tuesdays between the hours of 9 and 12, and this is obviously accommodating street cleaning. Then the motion to waive formal reading.
So moved.
Offered by Ciliano,
Second.
seconded by Zemichansky. All in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion from the governing body at this point? Seeing and hearing none, can I have a motion to open to the public?
So moved.
Offered by Councilman Nana,
Second.
seconded by Councilman Casper. All in favor?
Aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to speak to ordinance number 1402, changing the street, no parking on certain streets on Thursdays and Tuesdays, please step forward at this time. Seeing and hearing none, can I have a motion to close? Public.
So moved.
Offered by Nana,
Second.
seconded by Zemichansky. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to adopt on second reading?
So moved.
Offered
Second.
by Councilman Nana, seconded by Councilwoman Ciliano. Can I have a roll call vote, please?
Councilmembers Casper,
Yes.
Nana,
Yes.
McCollum,
Yes.
Stelliano,
Yes.
Zemichansky.
Yes.
Ordinance number 1403, the amendment of chapter 21-16, article 7, designated bus stops, which affects the bus stop on Washington Avenue northbound. It's currently in front of the new complex that was constructed. This moves the bus stop, I believe, in front of Provident Bank.
Yes, it's also moved the one up near Washington down block a little bit.
Okay.
Accommodate traffic.
And it moves the one on the corner of Washington and Madison further down to accommodate traffic. Motion at the request of New Jersey Transit. Motion to waive formal reading.
So moved.
Offered by Councilman Ciliano,
Second.
seconded by Councilman Casper. All in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion from the council at this time? Seeing and hearing none, can I have a motion to open to the public?
So moved.
Offered by Councilman Nana,
Second.
seconded by Councilman McCollum. All in favor?
Aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you'd like to address ordinance number 1403, motion, I ask that you step forward and state your name and address for the record.
Matt Kruger, 111 Thompson Street again, sorry.
Sure.
It's just very appropriate because I take that bus. I'd like to know where they're moving the stop from Washington to Madison to.
I just spoke on that, but I was in here, I thought that was part of the request, but it actually.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't understand.
it's only Washington northbound between Sunny and Shady Side. So instead of getting off at Shady Side, you get off at the Sunny Side of the block. It's approximately a block up.
Yeah, to accommodate the new development.
That's exactly right. I didn't
Okay.
expect it to do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your interest. Can I have a motion to close?
So moved.
Offered by Councilman Ciliano,
Second.
seconded by Councilman Casper. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adopt on second reading.
So moved.
Offered by Councilman Nana,
Second.
seconded by Councilman Casper. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmembers Casper,
Yes.
I think we did.
Nana,
Yes.
McCollum,
Yes.
Stelliano,
Yes.
Zemichansky.
Yes.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to open up to the public for general participation?
So moved.
Offered by Councilman Casper,
Second.
seconded by Councilman Ciliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you'd like to address the governing body, I ask that you step forward and state your name and address for the record. Mr. Chen.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Mr. Chen, raise his hand, please. We missed you last month. How are you?
Good.
State your name and address for the record for me.
Hi, Chen, 92 Good.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, last month, resolution 286, called for advertising the RFP for the website operator.
Correct.
Will you, Mr. Mayor, commit to putting the RFP online just as the fair and open process as declared in resolution number 281 as for other professional?
Sure, I wasn't aware that it wasn't that. See if you got it on the table.
It's not ready yet.
That's not ready. Okay, sure. As soon as it's out.
As soon as,
I'm
Yes.
just waiting to get the specs together.
okay. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Chen. Mr. Gruber.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Matt Kruger, 111 Thompson Street. I just wanted to stand and say thank you to Councilmember Bowman. I certainly appreciate his service, and I know it takes a lot to put your name on the line and serve the community. So thank you very much, sir. And I would
sure that he receives your message.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Anyone else? Motion to close?
So moved.
Offered by Councilman Casper, seconded by Second by Siliano. All in favor? Before we break, let me wish everyone here a happy, safe, and healthy holiday season and New Year. Motion to adjourn? Second by Matt, second by Siliano. All in favor? Meeting is adjourned.